Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 1, Episode 3. I just watched the Episode 2. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna put the link for the playlist that I made for this anime, as well as the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia, the OG show. For those of you who don't know it, I binge watched all of My Hero Academia, all of the seasons, all of the movies, all of the OVAs, like really everything. I binge watched everything with you guys. If you can be interested to rewatch all of that, you have that playlist on which you're gonna have all of these reaction videos into the chronological order. You have the same playlist on my Patreon, because yes, I have a Patreon on which you have these reaction videos earlier. You have 3 or 4 episodes of advance. It's a lot. You have also these reaction videos with the full reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to everything, to the entire episode in full opacity. Right now on YouTube, you know how it is now. I think the fact that with this video you have the intro and review part. For the reaction part, it's through a link into the description, but still, you know, with that link you have access to reaction part respecting the fair use rules, meaning, you know, that I'm playing with opacity, that I'm cutting during the scenes, all of that, because I want to be respectful with the show no matter what. So guys, if you want really my reactions and my thoughts to everything, it's on my Patreon, level 3, you have all of these advantages. The 2 first episodes of this anime were nice. I really appreciated the first one, which was a good introduction to the 3 characters that we're gonna follow, that we're gonna be with for this anime: Knuckleduster, Pop Step, and Koichi. I thought that it was cool to have them introduced like that, with their qualities and their defaults, with also that mission that they're gonna have with the trigger drag, with the fact that we're gonna have some of our old friends being involved, like Aizawa, like Old Might, old friend, you know, into the police. I never remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. So that's cool. The second episode was nice as well to have already Koichi evolving a little, and I really think that he can make a big progression with his quirk. It would be interesting, and also with his attitude, I think that he needs to be more confident with what he can do and also who he is, so that can be interesting to watch that. Knuckleduster, I'm really interested to know more about his background. The fact that he's an old guy, the fact that apparently he's quirkless, the fact that he has scars. I have the impression that he has a deep background, you know, something which happened, which could explain the fact that he has that mentality about it's better to attack first and even before the other person attacked, even if it's making you the criminal. You know what I think about that, I'm against it. But I think that there is an explanation, a reason behind his way to see things that I would love to know. And Pop Stepper, I think that she's gonna be the clever girl of the group, you know, of that little group. And yes, she's sweet and all of the thing about the fact that she's singing, she has fans, it's making her sweet. You know what I think about her costume and about some other costumes for girls into My Hero Academia? I think that it's not necessary to show so much of their breasts, of their asses, all of that, and it's not justified by their quirks, and I have the impression that it's to please the fans who are, let's say it honestly, you know, between us, watching animes with pervert eyes, who want that, you know, to see boobs and asses, and I'm against it, clearly. Like, I could be totally okay with these girls wearing these costumes if I would know that it's only, you know, to show that they are free to wear whatever they want and all of that, but clearly it's not. It's for the guys and sometimes the girls watching these shows and animes with bad eyes, and it's making me mad. Because it's not necessary, once again, it's not justified by the quirk, and it's not also logical also for a young girl like that to wear that kind of things. It's not appropriate neither. So the last episode was nice. I thought that the second part of the last episode was a little repetitive, with Pop Step explaining everything about the group, about their mission for the drug, all of that to these two guys, to these two random guys. I hope that at some point they're gonna be useful. We're gonna see them again, because if not, I really didn't understand the necessity of that scene and of telling them all of that. Again, two random guys who were fighting against each other, who were a little stupid, you know. So I hope that at some point we're gonna see them again. I want for this episode to bring something new. A new character, a new ghost from the past, or more for them, someone from the future, because in fact it's happening before My Hero Academia. Someone that we know, someone else that we know, maybe All Might himself, it could be great. No matter what, I hope that the story is gonna begin with this episode 3. Episode 1 it was the introduction, episode 2 it was a transition episode. This episode 3, we need to go into it, I really hope so. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now, let's go for this episode. On YouTube you have the link into the description, and I will see you during the review. Let's go! You don't know, but him, Knuckleduster, I'm not so sure. How did he learn all of that about the trigger drug, about the tongue, you know, getting black? How did he learn all of that? How did he get involved into all of that? I'm gonna repeat it again. I want to learn more about the guy, the fact that he's older, the fact that he has scars. There is something, the fact also that he is quite class. There is something with him. I think that it's into his past that we're gonna find the reason why he's involved into all of that, and he knows all of that. I don't know, it can be something like his daughter, his son, his nephew, his niece, someone that he knew, got into that drug and he couldn't stop that person, and maybe that person got killed or got arrested, and because of that now he wants to find the drug dealer. Like something also which could explain the fact that he's so radical about his way to do stuff, about attacking first even before the attack of the other one. There is a reason behind all of that, and rather the fact that he reacted like that seeing the bee. Did he see something like that before? Maybe he was paying more attention than everyone else? I don't know. But it means that everything is about that girl with her bees, and the fact that her bees can produce that drug and can spread that drug everywhere, and she wants to do that, she's doing that. Is she all by herself? Is she helped by other people? Or the fact that she acted like a fan of Pop Step, but at the same time maybe she truly is. Her friends, what they said about her is the fact that she was odd, she was different, she's still into all of that, you know, maybe talking about spending time with heroes, trying to have connections with heroes. I don't know. The first part of this episode was nice because we saw our three characters getting closer, getting friends, you know, with each other, but at the same time without truly respecting each other, boundaries, and also clearly Koichi's place. I'm still wondering about how can he live all by himself at 19 years old, but he's brave, you know, the fact that he's going to school, he's having that other job to help, he's living right there all by himself, and still, even if all of that, it was already a lot on the shoulders, you know, of a 19 years old boy, he still decided to also be nice guy. Like at first it was that, so it shows a lot about who he is. And we saw who are the other two, you know, without their mask. We saw their real faces. For Knuckleduster, it's not that much of a surprise. For Pop Step, there is a little surprise about the fact that she's maybe a normal, shy girl into real life, and she's that confident, clever girl being Pop Step. The fact that she's a teenager, she's still at school, you know, wearing that uniform and all, it proves what I said during the intro about her costume and the fact that having a young character like her wearing a costumes only there, you know, to show her boobs, her ass, and with all everywhere. It's clearly not because she's an independent woman, proud of herself and proud of her body. It's clearly because the persons who made the drawings, who had the idea of her costume, like, you know, for some other costumes of other girls into My Hero Academia, were more thinking about the fans acting like perverts and who are just there for boobs and asses. And you know, for example, how they treated that fan. Like, first, the fact that Pop Step, she had almost only boys fans, and then the fact that this passionate fan, you know, he was just too enthusiastic and too excited about seeing her. That's why he decided to take a drug only to get closer to her, to chase her into the streets, to be able to catch her, to force her to have a physical contact. And even after having that physical contact, you know, shaking hands, it was just because he was too enthusiastic that he tried to kidnap her and, you know, block her physically, to kiss her without her consent, you know, by force. It's just a poor fan. And he's clearly following her for her talent, her voice, her song, not at all for what she looks like, all of that. That's the issue that I have with these costumes, and that's the issue that I have with sometimes how girls are treated with these animes. Now I can say My Hero Academia and the spin-off My Hero Academia Vigilantes. That's not okay. Clearly not. And the fact that they are justifying, you know, these fan actions like that, it's proving it, that it's not okay. It's proving my point, in fact. I'm glad that the two others, they are regular fans, can we say it like that? I'm not sure, but they're more sympathetic. How Koichi and Pop Step, they defended themselves, you know, of being together. I imagine that we could have a love romance between these two characters who seem to be close, you know, with their ages, you know, to be two young people, a girl, a boy. I imagined it, but at the same time, I'm not sure of her age, so that's why I didn't want to begin to talk about that suspicion that I could have that maybe the writers would do something with it. Now, with that little scene, I'm like, okay, maybe they're truly gonna want to do something with it. But we still don't have the confirmation of the age, so I prefer to not ship them for now. All of the heroes intervening! That was so great! Oh, I think that each time that we're gonna have people from OG My Hero Academia, each time I'm gonna feel so excited and also so glad. I'm gonna smile and be proud of them for no reason. But the fact that this anime is happening before My Hero Academia, at least I can watch that and feel safe. Because I know that they're all gonna survive, I know that they're not gonna get badly hurt, I know that everything is gonna be okay, so I feel good watching it. Okay, that was a nice episode. I preferred it, you know, than the one before. I think that in fact maybe they could have been only one single episode, these two. I'm not sure that the second part of the previous episode and the first part of this episode were really necessary. Like, they could have mixed a lot of things together, in fact. But that was nice. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Rain